You know what I just realized as I was preparing for this video earlier is that today, February 16th, is 6 months exactly until I will be in Houston, Texas for Ghost's Ritual for their world tour. So I think it's fate that I decided to make this video today. I want to get into all the little breadcrumbs Ghost has been leaving for us and discuss the new Papa theories and just give my opinion of why I think this might be the last new Ghost era. So let's get into the video. Now to start, I want to kind of rewind a little bit to when Right Here, Right Now was released, and particularly the Sister Imperator death sequence in which you see flashbacks of some twins being born. So there the seed was planted where we theorize as Ghost fans that Copia might have a twin brother out there somewhere. Whether he is going to be the next leader of the church or he's just a funny side character, we don't know, but I think that's when things started to turn in our heads of like, okay, what's next for Ghost? And then not long after that, we got a new chapter video. And the next clue or little breadcrumb I want to kind of discuss as the musical track that's used in the background of this video is one we haven't heard before. Ghost has a habit of choosing pro memoria quite often to kind of help the narration of their chapter videos. And this track, this instrumental, tiny section of the video led people on some wild ideas, myself included, that this may be like a teaser for a new Ghost song, whether it's just an instrumental track or like a intro to a new track. I don't know, it might be nothing, it might be completely nothing, but it got me really excited because it's very keyboard heavy and it just reminded me of like dark synthwave, which I'll get into a little bit later in this video. The video also introduced the world tour. Now this world tour had a redacted name, so no one knew what the tour was going to be called, which was kind of interesting, and it had everybody speculating and guessing all over again. And at that point, until most recently, like last week I think it was, we haven't seen anything. Everything has been pretty much kept under wraps, and I really appreciate that. I don't want any spoilers going into this new cycle. I like to experience a new era of Ghost as it was meant to be experienced. But Black Sabbath released a poster for their farewell show, and on this poster it revealed the name of the new Papa, Papa 5 Perpetua. And me and millions of other Ghost fans probably ran to Google to go look up this name and the meaning behind it. It is a Latin name. It means eternal or everlasting. There was also a lot of female connotations with the name, which kind of left some of us scratching our heads, like what exactly does that mean? If you dig a little bit further into it, Perpetua is the name of a Christian martyr that she existed in the 3rd century. She was sacrificed, I guess, for the Romans, something like that. And some people were speculating that maybe we'll get a female frontman for Ghost. And me personally, I really hope that doesn't happen. Throughout my whole music-loving experience, I've never really gravitated that much toward female-fronted bands. Not to say that there hasn't been a few like Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm, Evanescence, Maria Brink from In This Moment. I've just felt more connected to the male frontmen, partially because sometimes it's just their music. You know, sometimes you just connect more to certain people's music. Of course, this is Tobias's project and he can hand over the reins to whoever he wants. I don't see this happening if there's a female front runner for Ghost. If there is, I really hope the music sells it for me, but at this point in time, I'm not really feeling like a female frontman for Ghost. Another thing that made people think that there might be a female lead singer is that the shadow in the last chapter video looked very feminine. The long fingers, the long nails, the hands. But people have also said that is kind of like a clue to Papa 3. People are still really gunning for Papa 3 to come back, and as much as I love him and he was a popular Ghost character, I don't see Tobias repeating himself. So we'll see what happens. And then Valentine's Day comes around and Ghost decides to drop some digital Valentine's cards. They were like randomized. I got Kiss the Go-Goat, but there was one of them that had a quote that is foreign to all of us Ghost fans, because most of the other Valentine's Day cards had like lyrics to Spillways, lyrics to Kiss the Go-Goat, etc. So this unknown Valentine's Day lyric that we had received says, "Since I met you, I've been quelling my edges to burst." And in the corner it says, "Inspired by Papa Perpetua." So everyone's also theorizing that this is a lyric from some unreleased, unknown song, since all the other Valentine's Day cards have real song lyrics with the song titles in the corner of the card. So I don't know, that's exciting to me. I really hope it is something. It does have a picture of Nil on it. I don't know if it's tied to that era of music or not, but it kind of reminds me of Spillways a little bit, just like the bursting, the Spillways. Also gives a little bit of Papa 3 vibes. I'm thinking more like Mummy Dust kind of vibes as well. And then not long after that, Luma Vista Recordings dropped a playlist on Spotify of seemingly random Ghost songs. Like there was no correlation like at first, but some really smart fans just kind of looked at, you know, the first letter of all the song names and it spells out Satanized. So some people have said that this could be the new album name. A lot of people, myself included, believe this could be the new tour name. Because if you go back and rewatch the last chapter video where they redact the tour name, there is like an S syllable, like an S sound. So I'm feeling this is more the name of the tour, because the albums have such unique, you know, ornate names. You know, Opus Eponymous, Meliora, Prequel, Satanized. I just don't think it fits the flow of whatever's going on with the Ghost album. So I'm more leaning towards like it's the name of the new tour. Whatever's gonna happen with Ghost, I feel like it'll be worth it. I'll be amazed. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna love everything, because I have never loved everything that Ghost Tobias has decided to do with the tours, the songs, whatever. It's just, you're not gonna love everything, but I have confidence that it's going to be well worth it. The show's going to be well worth it. But I have this theory, this feeling that this might be the last new Ghost era, this changeover, because if Papa Perpetua's name means everlasting or eternal, could this be the final changeover? Because I was thinking about it, isn't it a little bit exhausting to keep reinventing kind of the same character, you know, new costumes, new story, and it's a lot. You know, granted, they're accompanying a new era of album, a new feel, a new sound. Maybe it would be interesting to see if Tobias decides to stop right here. Not to say that Ghost would never tour again, because I have an idea that maybe he would Russian roulette it. Like, especially with this whole no phones thing, if this is going to be the way it's going to be for, you know, all the rest of the Ghost shows to the end of time, it kind of leaves like a surprise. Like you'll buy tickets to a tour, a random Ghost tour, but you don't know what era, what frontman you're gonna get. I mean, there's gonna be, was it like 5, 6 eras to choose from? So just like, you know, mix and match. Because I feel like Ghost is such a big product now. I mean, they've got merch, they've got lore, they've got comic books soon, you know, they've got a movie. There's just so much that can be done with Ghost, the project. And I've read and seen interviews and stuff like that Tobias has like a hand in other things he likes to do, like films, or maybe he would like to do some other type of music to focus all his energy in a new project or an old project, versus this recycling of Ghost as far as the characters. Maybe this Papa is the Papa that's gonna stay for the next 20 or so years, however long Ghost is gonna last. But that's just my theory. I don't know if anybody else had any other theories about this new era, this new Papa. My personal hopes for the new era and the new Papa is that I want the new Papa to be dark, sinister. I never got to experience Papa 2, and from what I've seen, he wasn't really charismatic on stage as much as Copia Papa. So I don't know how that would work, but I would like to see someone a little more darker, edgier. He's still charming, but he's kind of like a jerk, you know? It's just something to complement or counter current Copia's personality. I feel Copia's kind of more innocent and he just tries to do the best that he can do. This other guy's gonna come in and be like, nah man, I'm the evil twin or whatever. That's what I want for the frontman of Ghost. As far as the album, earlier I mentioned that I'm into a little bit of dark synthwave. I love this group called Midnight Danger. I would like something that leans a little bit more into synthwave, the darkness, 80s, a lot of guitars. I'm not really a fan of like the Opus era sounding stuff, but I do like the oldie sounding of The Future is a Foreign Land. So anything within the 70s, 80s into dark synthwave, I'm all about, and I'm really interested to see where Tobias will go from Impera. It was also mentioned that this new album will be a sister album to Impera about the fall of the Empire. So I kind of feel like that would fit the mood of what I want. So those are just like my theories and what I want for this next era of Ghost. Like I said, I'm sure gonna be blown away by whatever happens at the live show, and I'm so excited to be there. So if you are going to go to the Houston Ritual and you see me, say hi. I would love to meet you guys. But what do you all think about what we've gotten so far from Ghost? What are your theories? Let me know your hopes for the new era, and I will see you all next time.